Hello, fellow Weevies, and welcome to Let's Play Dota 2, because this is obviously Dota 2. To prove it, this is the Ancient right here. He plays these two heroes, and these are the enemy heroes and minions. You can also get items, like right there, and there's also... well, there's a bunch of things. It resembles Dota a lot, and a whole bunch of other tower defense and RTS games like League of Legends and Smite and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about how Battle City is a reference to every other RTS game out there, or tower defense game. Instead, I'd like to use this video to talk about my background in gaming. So my volume is just a bit loud, let's just turn that down a bit. That's fine. So, before I tell you any of my background in gaming, the one thing that I must the one fact that I must state is that I am addicted to watching Let's Plays. No joke. So I have probably watched over 1,500 Let's Plays by now. These Let's Plays range from a whole bunch of different people. Like, how can I put it? I've watched so many Let's Plays that I literally made a comment in one video a couple of years ago that said, I've watched so many Let's Plays and I've listed every Let's Play that I could think of, and the list was over 200. And that probably was just like half of everything I watched. Before I started watching Let's Plays though, I simply watched video game walkthroughs just because I wanted to see gameplay and I didn't have access to the game. Being a child, all I had really access to any kind of game I wanted was asking my parents, can I get this, can I get this? And pretty much flash games on the internet. That was all the technology and resources I had for gaming at that point in time in my life. So, my first console that I ever owned, I believe, was the Game Boy Color. That was the system that I was first introduced to gaming. The only memory I have, though, is one of playing Pokemon. All I remember is controlling... oh my god, I died there. Okay, so the only memory I have of Pokemon was controlling a character and moving him up, down, left, right to the screen. That was the only thing that I remember. But I also remember the feeling I had. I was like, oh my god, I can control a character. It was so fun. Even though I had no idea that it was like turn-based strategy or anything, I still found that like controlling a character was like so very... it was very moving, and that tank's gonna destroy my base. It was an awe-inspiring moment. It was the moment that I was like, gaming is pretty cool. Oh god, I died there. So, the next system I had after that was the Nintendo 64. I actually shared that with my brother. The games that I really had fun playing was Mario Party 3. And specifically, I can even remember my favorite minigame. It was the one where you swing from vine to vine, racing the other player. But then I also remember playing games like... oh my god, I keep dying. I remember playing games like Super Mario 64, or at least roaming around the open world. I remember like going around Bob-omb Battlefield. I actually didn't like make much progress in the game. It was mainly like my mother and my brother and my father that played the system better than I did. Or at least I think that way. What happened was my mother played Mario 64, and she was the one that found most of the stars and stuff. All I remember was like roaming through the worlds that she unlocked. I also remember this game called Adventure Beetle Racing we have for the Nintendo 64. I still currently have it. That game my dad liked playing. It was a racing game. That was pretty much it. It's not too bad of a racing game. I've definitely seen worse racing games, but it could not compare to the fun of Mario Kart during that time. Mario Kart, like, I rented, so for the 64 we rented some games as well. That was when Blockbuster was still a thing. I know, it's so old. I remember we rented Star Fox 64, and that was like my favorite Nintendo 64 game. We also rented Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That was like a really fun game at the time. And Smash Brothers is still a really good game, like series going on to today. But yeah, that's pretty much Nintendo 64. That was like something that really immersed myself. It was an immersion for myself in gaming. I really liked the control and being able to other than just like control up, down, left, right, I was able to like have more motion and more movement in my game, you know? It felt more, I felt as if I could give more life to the character other than like the Pokemon in Game Boy, in the Game Boy Color. Even though I still play Pokemon now and I still love it. After the 64, I got the Game Boy Advance. And that system, that was the system that really geared my head towards, is that a phrase? That really let me grasp the concept of gaming a lot. I really didn't understand like how I was supposed to play a video game, but then the games like Super Mario Advance 2 and 3, which is Yoshi's Island, or Super Mario Land and Yoshi's Island. I also had Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, Frogger's Advance. Those games, I finally learned that my base is gonna die. Oh my god. I finally learned that there was a mission, there was a meaning to the game I was playing. Like, I was just roaming around in Super Mario 64, but when I played Super Mario Land, I was like, oh my god, the princess is in danger, I have to do something. And then like when I played Frogger's Advance, I was like, the world is in danger, so we have to like go to this guy and kill him, or like, I forget exactly how the storyline goes. Also, I like remember, like, the first cutscene I ever actually like took into account as part of my experience playing a game was the one from Yoshi's Island. I remember reading that beginning part, like, I think Kamek said like, the babies are mine, and then like, Mario lands on a Yoshi's back, Yoshi brings him to the village. I remember watching that cutscene, and the song, that's actually, it's like na 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 na, and probably I'm singing it way off key, but you know what I'm talking about, the Yoshi's Island theme. That was like, oh my god, I died there. The Yoshi's Island theme was, I don't know why, that was like such a momentous, it was so memorable, that point in gaming. So then, after the Game Boy Advance, my brother then got a Xbox for Christmas one year, and the launch title he had was Blinks the Cat. But what really introduced me into like the fact that gaming can be competitive and like you can have fun with others was when my brother got the game 007 Nightfire. Now I really didn't understand the story of that because I was probably still too young to understand that kind of a story. But all I remember is I always picked the ninja when we did like a PvP mode. And we always set up against the bots. And it was me and my brother working cooperatively to kill some bots. We always got the gun that was the samurai. It was like a blue laser gun or something. It was really cool. It was really cool at the time anyway. Now we have like Call of Duty. You can call it the new kill streaks, everything. But that was like a time in gaming. Like, people always like mention how 007 like was a GoldenEye, right? 007 GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64 was like a really good first-person shooter, and like Perfect Dark. And I actually have a copy of Perfect Dark for the 64, and I have a 64. But like copies like Perfect Dark and stuff, like how that revolutionized the first-person player world, or first-person shooter games. Well, that kind of epiphany I didn't have for the Nintendo 64 games. Instead, it came to me in 007 Nightfire. I also remember playing games with my brother like Starsky and Hutch. That was like a really fun cooperative game. He would always drive, I would always shoot because I can't drive for my life. And I also remember that in the store, like in Jewel Osco or like any place that pretty much sold magazines, like as a kid, I always remember my brother and I would like look in Jewel for like the gaming magazine, because gaming was still like becoming an industry. We always looked for the gaming magazine that kind of came with the demo CD, and we played those like they were games. It was fun. I remember we had this demo CD with like Madden 2003 or something, I don't remember. There's also we also had this demo CD with like Lego Star Wars, and that was like, we played that demo like it was a game. We played that so much. But then oh my god. But then like a couple of months or a few years later, whatchamacallit, I think it was a few years later, my brother got the Xbox 360. Now at this point, we never played online. We always just had a home console. We didn't, play games online. It was just me, my brother. If I invited a friend over, if another friend had a DS, we did multiplayer. But we never played online until my brother got the Xbox 360. Even Halo 2, my brother had for the original Xbox, Halo 2, and we played that, but we didn't play it online. We just, split screen, go against each other, and yeah, the screen looking, but it was not until the Xbox 360 we had the Xbox Live experience, and that really opened my eyes to like playing games with like people halfway across the world, like the competitive aspect in gaming from like, oh my god, I froze it. The competitive aspect of gaming that was kind of in Nightfire, it had like by playing online, I was like, oh my god, this thing, it was like I can play against so many other people, and like I don't have to, you know, it's a lot more accessible. And at that point with the demonstration with the Xbox demos too, we just downloaded it online. We didn't have to go to the store to pick up like a CD from like a magazine or something. We didn't even read the gaming magazines. We just, you know, all we did was download them online at that point. I remember my brother downloaded BioShock because like that was the game that was gonna come out. That was the game of the year or something. Well, not, I don't want to say game of the year, but it was the game everyone was anticipating at the time, and like it took the whole day to download. So my brother and I went to school, and when we came home, it was finished downloading. Yeah, it was literally, our internet was that slow, you know, everything yada yada yada, regarding slow downloads and stuff. But when we played BioShock, that was like the first time that like I've seen the graphics to be, well, not graphics, but like, I don't know, it was a pinnacle that I remember specifically about how good gaming got when you played on the Xbox and the yesterday's next-gen consoles, if you want to say it like that. After the Xbox, it was quite evident that, actually after the original Xbox, but before the Xbox 360, I got a Nintendo DS. In fact, I've gotten the Nintendo DS Lite, the SI, every kind of DS except the 2DS and XL versions. But the DS is definitely a game system that I have always, it's one of my favorite systems without a doubt. It has so much history with me. It's like on par with the Game Boy Advance in how it has changed gaming for me. I remember when I got my 3D, my original DS, let's start with that. When I got my original DS, I begged my mother for her to get me that so bad. And then when I got it, or what happened was, it was the one with the original, it was the original one with the Game Boy Advance slot. And when my mother got it for me, I didn't have any games. But what happened is it came with one game that was a demo. That game was like Metroid Prime Hunters or something. But it was just a demo. I actually have the legitimate version, the full version of Metroid Prime Hunters for regular DS now, but at that time, the demo was like the game I played. It was fun. Cause, well, when I say like it was fun, it was like, it was the only thing I had to play on the DS. Every other title was a Game Boy Advance title, so yeah. It's like, I had my 3DS for a while too, and I didn't even get a 3DS title until Kid Icarus came out. That was ridiculous. I have a console and no unique games for it, but you know, having the console, good enough. So the first game I got for the original Nintendo DS was WarioWare Touched, I believe, and then after that I got Super Mario 64. Now those two games definitely got me into playing the DS. Even my mother, she liked playing the mini games of Super Mario 64. And if any of you like played that in particular, it was the game called Wanted, where you click the one face in the 10 million. And that's like the last I've seen my mom play video games, aside from like Fruit Ninja, like every once in a while as an app or something. But yeah, the DS, definitely an influence in my gaming life, and I almost died there. That was close. Like, if I did not play the DS, I would definitely not be into games, as much into games as I am now. God, I need something to protect the base. No! Oh my god, I can do that. I didn't know I can intercept shots sideways. I kind of have to camp here now because that end's open. So, after the Xbox 360, the next console out that I'm not sure if it came out after or before, but around that time. No! The next console that was definitely part of my gaming how can I put it? The next console that was part of my gaming life that like gave me this drive that like gaming is something I want to do is the Nintendo Wii. Reason being, motion gaming and like the innovation it was at the time, but also it's like the Wii is like a family system, you know? I still play Smash Brothers. I play Brawl with my friends still, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people still do because like the next Smash Brothers isn't out. But even like Wii Sports, I played that so much for the first night. You know, it was just so fun, like the motion gaming. Like up until that point, I've always just been hitting a button and something's been going on, and I'm probably just like re-advertising the Wii, yes, but like that innovation of motion gaming was that was legitimate. It was ridiculously awesome at the time, and it influenced like my mindset in gaming. No, the base is dead. Nope, the base is dead. There we go. So after the Wii, I got a PS3, and the PS3 was my own console because my brother kind of got restrictive with his Xbox pass. Yeah, I am speaking really weirdly and stuff. I don't know. So after the Xbox 360 and Wii, my brother kind of got restrictive on his Xbox. He's like, "Don't play my Xbox," and yeah, like every other sibling conflict, and dang it, and like every other sibling conflict, like and independency that emerges after years. Eventually, God, I have not played Xbox 360 or any Xbox with him in a while. But yeah, he's in college now, so that, you know, he was moving on while I was still in my childish antics and gaming and stuff. But after the Xbox 360 and Wii, I got a PS3, and the PS3 let me play online games with my friends, and I still remember those nights where we would stay up and go to like level 70, Call of Duty, Nazi Zombies. That was fun. I'm not even joking. Those nights were the nights that I was like, gaming is like, this is like something I can do relaxing, and yeah. And in the midst of all this, I was still watching Let's Plays. That's how much gaming is in my life. Like, that's how much influence it has on me. I don't want to say influence, but that's how much I like it. That's how much I immerse myself in the industry, the experience. That's it. It's not more so, it's not that it influenced me, but it's more so it became a part of my life that is very. I don't want to say that defines me, because, like, although everything does define a person in the end that they do or part of their culture, I mean to say, like, it became a part of my life that it's just like I like to do. I enjoy doing because it's fun. Not necessarily a hobby or anything. Well, definitely a hobby now, but it became a part of my life that I like to experience and immerse myself in. And I'm probably repeating myself over and over, but I didn't really script or write down any ideas of how I want to say this. So that's why it's kind of impromptu. That's why it's kind of a bit lackluster in the commentary, but it's because it's impromptu is what I meant. So then, after a few years of PS3 gaming and downloading demos on the PS3 and everything, I didn't go back, but I turned to PC gaming. And right now, the PC I am recording is a laptop with a broken screen, so I have to attach a monitor separately just so I can see. It's ridiculous. I don't even have a separate keyboard. I am just using a laptop with like a screen bent at a 45-degree angle with a Rock Band microphone. Oh god. When I say Rock Band microphone, I mean like the ones that came with. So I bought Rock Band 2. Or I asked for Rock Band 2 for Christmas from my parents. And the microphone from that game I am currently using to talk to you guys right now. It's taped to the top of my laptop, and my laptop's bent at a 45-degree angle, and the monitor's right in front of me. And it's such a horrible setup, but yet I am still a PC gamer. I would like to say that. Oh my god, I died there. And with this PC gaming, Pretty much, it kind of fluctuated about the interests of what PC games I like to play fluctuated over time, kind of. For example, like, I really liked playing Team Fortress 2, even though I'm not the best at it. You guys probably watch people like Star, and, I don't know, Germa, when you watch TF2 videos. And I should restart that stage. I don't want to break this first part. I still haven't... The reason why I haven't... Oh my god, it's getting really hard to explain now. Let's start from this point. So, PC gaming was different from my traditional type of gaming on like just a console or a DS or something. I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know how I can put it. Let's rephrase this. Oh my god. Deep breath. Don't focus too much on the tank game. It's not that important. So PC gaming, PC gaming started, I started PC gaming when all the Let's Plays I watched eventually turned into like Minecraft Let's Plays and like Let's Plays of, whatchamacallit, you know, like Let's Plays from Rooster Teeth and, well, they play a lot of Xbox games, but I can't name too many in particular apart from like Amnesia and all those other PC game innovations. But like, I don't know, PC gaming just hit me all of a sudden well, it didn't physically hit me, but it came as something awesome that I like to start doing, and it was fun. It is currently fun still. In fact, I just got into Dota this summer, and I can say I love playing RTS games now. Hence why I'm using this to talk casually. I would definitely put up more videos and make a lot more videos, but I just don't have the resources. It's not that I'm complaining about it. I can just do videos like this, it's fine. And like, I really don't mean to, how can I put it? I want to make these Let's Plays, but currently I am in no position to be making them. And yet I'm making them, which makes no sense. Yeah. So pretty much combined all that gaming, and that's pretty much my background in gaming. And because, like, certain Let's Players, again, like, they show the experience of how awesome gaming is. Oh my god, I should have not got hit by that. Because they show the experience and how awesome it is, I kind of wanted to contribute to that world, you know? Gaming is an industry, and it's also like a means of entertainment. I wanna help out with that cause. It seems like a legitimately good cause. Well, I don't want to call it a cause, but it seems like it's, well, it doesn't seem. I know it is something that is very, very, how can I put it? You know, wrapping up this background part is really, really difficult. We have a random, is this a Metroid or a skull? I don't know, someone clarify it in the comments. But I don't know, I keep trying to conclude and I can't think of any words. I am too noob at commentary. I guess what I'm trying to say, and yeah, I was literally thinking of something cheesy to say there, which is why I said that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that, oh my god, I defended that with my life, but still. I guess what I'm trying to say is that gaming is something that has always been a part of my life, and I'm gonna share it with you guys now. So, after I defeat this wave of enemies, I'm gonna pretty much say, oh my god. Well, we'll leave it at that. Okay. I've been Kawaiivee, and this has been Battle City and a talk about gaming in my life. See you later. Got a high score. That jingle is really scary, and I'm scared I'm gonna get never mind. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the future. Look forward to more videos, and leave some kind of comment, I don't know. If you want to see any video in specific, I probably cannot make like the best Call of Duty video or anything out there because given my resources with this crud laptop and crud microphone. But I'll see what I can do. So leave a comment, any suggestions, and also help me out here because the gaming industry, well, although it's like a big industry and it's fun, it's really hard to get into right now given today's big name gamers. Kawaiivee signing out, even though I said signing out 10 times before. Kawaiivee signing out.